In this module, you will learn about different types of bridges and the materials used to construct them. You will also learn about the types of transportation used in different areas. Sonal hasn't been able to go out to play as she has high fever. Grandma is narrating a story to her. Let's join them.
Let me tell you a story about the Purana Pul, the old bridge of Hyderabad. Once, Muhammad Quli Qutub Shah wanted to go across the Musi River to meet his sweetheart who lived in Chichilam, a small village. But when Quli reached the river, it was overflowing, and he could not cross it. When his father, Ibrahim Qutub Shah, came to know of this, he ordered his courtiers to build a bridge across the river to connect the palace and the village. The bridge made the palace accessible to the people of the village.
Is it like the bridge that's been made outside our building?
Yes, Sonal. We have been building bridges since a very long time. Bridges are built to cross over natural obstacles like a valley or a river. In villages and smaller towns, people make bridges across rivers and streams to reach other villages and towns. Else, they may have to walk around a long distance to reach the other place. In cities, bridges are made over existing roads or highways so that vehicles can move faster.
How are bridges made?
Bridges can be made using different types of materials such as stone, wood, steel, and concrete. The materials used to build a bridge are chosen keeping in mind factors such as strength, durability, and resistance to environmental factors such as rains, storms, and snow.
But how can cars go over a wooden bridge, Grandma?
Wooden bridges are built in villages where people use different means of transports like bullock carts or bicycles. For cars, we need bridges constructed of stronger material like steel and concrete.
What transport do people living in deserts use?
People use different means of transports in different areas. In desert areas, people use camel carts to travel from one place to another. People living in thick jungle areas travel by foot. The jungles have many tall trees, and it's not possible to drive through them. Also, sometimes the sunlight gets blocked by the tall trees and doesn't reach the ground. So even in the daytime, it appears as if it is night. People avoid walking out in the night because of the fear of wild animals.
How do people living in snow places travel?
People living in hilly or snowy areas often travel by foot because it's difficult to drive vehicles on snow. One has to be careful when walking on snow. If you walk too fast, you may slip on the wet snow and hurt yourself. People generally wear long fur boots to protect their feet from the cold.
How do people in villages travel?
The roads in villages are narrow and small, so people prefer using simple means of transports. In Gujarat, people travel on a juggar. It's a cart fixed on a motorcycle. In some parts of India, villages and towns are separated by a river. People living in such places often travel by boats or use a trolley to cross the river.
What is a trolley?
A trolley is built using wooden planks. The wooden planks are joined to make a box in which people can stand. The box is then hung onto a strong iron rope. A pulley is used to pull the box from one side of the river to the other side.
A pulley?
A pulley is a machine that uses a wheel with grooves and a rope to pull objects. Look! The blinds on our window have a pulley that helps us roll the blinds up and down.
Yes, Grandma.
In this module, you learnt about different types of bridges and the materials used to construct them. You also learnt about the types of transportation used in different areas.